welcome to our channel Knowledge of. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and that is your class 17 here. And as of now we had done your 16 classes till the date in the quantitative aptitude, and the quantitative aptitude will discuss in the two sections. As the section 1 is your arithmetical ability, as I told you, where we had completed the operations on number, LCM and SCF of numbers as well, and the decimal fraction we had done. Now we are dealing with simplification, that what we have to do it. Okay, so that is the this is the fourth topic of the session, and we are in this only. We had completed your 26th questions in the last classes, and now we'll start with the 27th question of the session. As I told you, this is in class of 17th we have. And first of all, before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers. Please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Now we will be going ahead, and that what we have to discuss is the first question of the session. The question is, a third of Arun's marks in mathematics exceeds a half of his marks in English by 30, and if he got 240 marks in the two subjects together, how many marks did he get in English? Let's go ahead to do it. A third of Arun's marks in mathematics exceeds a half of his marks in English by 30 if he got 240 marks in the two subjects together. How many marks did he get in English? So this is the question that what we have to talk about it, and that what even though we have to discuss here. In this, let Arun's marks in mathematics and English be X and Y respectively. So that will do it. Let Arun's marks in mathematics and English be X and Y respectively. Then 1/3 X minus 1/2 Y equals to 30, which is, take it as an LCM, so it will be becoming 2x minus 3y equals to 180, which is multiplied here. If 3 2 are 6, multiply with 30, and that is become 180. This is will make it as equation 1. Further, we can say that x plus y is equals to 240. As they had told you, the total of the two subjects together is 240 marks, so that we had done. This is will make that for the second equation here. In the same case, solving 1 and 2, what we will get is x equals to 180 degree and y equals to 80 degree. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, which is the 28th question of the session here. The question we have, a tin of oil was 4/5 full when 6 bottles of oil were taken out and 4 bottles of oil were poured into it. It was 3/4 full, and how many bottles of oil can the tin contain? This has been asked in section officer question paper. Let's go ahead with the question as well. Where a tin of oil was 4/5 full, then 6 bottles of oil were taken out and 4 bottles of oil were poured into it. It was 3/4 full. How many bottles of oil can the tin contain? And this has been the asked in section officer examination paper, and that is also an important one here. Now suppose X bottles that can fill the tin completely. Suppose X bottles can fill the tin completely, and then 4/5x minus 3/4x equals to 6 minus 4, which is equals to x upon 20 equals to 2, and it will be cancel it out. It will go 20 multiply 2 to 10 2 to the 4, and that is your, we'll say that x equals to 40. So required numbers of bottles we have equals to 40. This has been asked in section officer examination paper, so that is also an important one. Let's go ahead with other one, which is your 29th question of this session here. The question is, if 1/8 of a pencil is black and 1/2 of the remaining is white, and remaining 1/2 centimeter is blue, then find the total length of the pencil as well. So let's go ahead with the question here. If 1/8 of a pencil is black, 1/2 of the remaining is white, and the remaining 1/2 centimeter is blue, find the total length of the pencil. Okay, so that what we have to find out. Let's go ahead with the answer we have. Let the total length of the pencil be x centimeter, then black part equals to x upon 8 centimeter, remaining part equals to x minus x upon 8 centimeter, which is when it is 8x minus x, that is where it becomes 7x. So 7x by 8, it will become as 7/8x here centimeter. Now we will be going ahead with the further question here, that what we have to solve it out here itself only, on this only. So white part, for white part, that is equals to 1/2 into 7x upon 8 centimeter, which is equals to 7x upon 16 centimeter. Now remaining part, 7x upon 8 minus 7x upon 16, that to find out, and that is in centimeter is equals to 7x upon 16 centimeter. And with the same respect that we have, which is your 7x upon 16 equals to 7 upon 2, or x equals to 16 upon 2. So here that it will go here, and when it will come here, so that is 16 upon 2, and that is equals to 2 1 the 2, 2 8 the 16. The answer will be 8 centimeter here. Now we will be going ahead with other question that what we have, and that is the another one is your 30th question of the session here. Let's go ahead with the 30th question. And the question we have, in a certain office, 1/3 of the workers are women, 1/2 of the women are married, and 1/3 of the married women have children. If 3/4 of the men are married and 2/3 of the married men have children, what part of the workers are without children? That's what we have to find out. Let's go ahead with this. In a certain office, 1/3 of the workers are women, 1/2 of the women are married, and 1/3 of the married So if that is 1/3 women have children here, and that if 3/4 of the men are married and 2/3 of the married men have children, what part of workers are without children? That's what we have to find out. Let's go ahead with the session, and that is your 30th question of the session here as well. So where we go ahead with the question that we have is your 30th question, and that let the total number of workers, let total number of workers, that is be x, then number of women equals to x/3, and number of men equals to x minus x/3, which is equals to 2x/3. Now that is 3x minus x, so that is 2x/3. Number of women having children equals to 1/3 of 1/2 of x/3. So this is office means that it have a multiply sign here with them. So in the same case, if I am just representing it in the form 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 into x by 3, so this 1 ones are 1 and 1 x is your x, and 3 twos are 6 and 6 threes are, that is your 18 here. So x by 18 here for the number of women having children. Now number of men having children, which is equals to 2 by 3 of 3 by 4 of 4, that is your 2 by 2x by 3. Then we'll solve it out as well, which we have is your 2 by 3 multiply 3 by 4 multiply 2x multiply 3. So this 3 will cancel it by out. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. 2 ones are 2 and then we have 2 as well. 2 ones are 2. So in the same cases, what we will be getting is that we have 1 ones are 1 and 1 ones are 1. So this is going to be x here, and that is 3 here itself. The 2 cancel, 3 cancel, so 3. So x by 3 will be the answer for this one, and that is the number of men having children. Now number of workers having children, we'll find it out. Number of workers having children. So number of workers having children, in that we will be having x by 18 plus x by 3, and that is we have x by 3 and x by 18, and that will add it on, and when we'll add it on, we'll take in as an LCM of x and 3, and that will get as your 18. And after that, that is your 18 के टेबल में 18 कितने बार आता है, 1. So 1 here, 3 के टेबल में कितने टाइम आता है, that is your 6 times. So 6 plus 1, that is 7x. So that is 7x upon 18 will be the answer for this number of workers having children. Now we'll find out the workers having no children. That what we have to find out in the question what they had told you. So first we'll find it out that कितने number of workers के children हैं, and after that we'll find out for the numbers of workers having no children, that will minus it out from the total, and that will get here workers having no children equals to x minus total number of x हमने let किया था, as you can see the total number of workers. So x minus 7x minus 18. If it is possible that if we'll take as an LCM here, which is your 18, then 18 1 18 होता है, तो 18 यहाँ आएगा, यहाँ पे 7 रहेगा, 18 में 7 गया is what we'll get is 11x, and that is of 11 of 18 of the all workers here, that of all workers. So 11 by 18 of all workers that we have no children. Okay, now we will be going ahead with other question, and that what we have to discuss is your 31st question of the session, that what we have to deal with it. So let's go ahead with the 31st question here, and in the same case that is also an important one. I will just let you know the question first, and then we'll write it down as well. The question is that a crate of mangoes contained one bruised mango for every 30 mangoes in the crate, and if 3 out of every 4 bruised mangoes are considered that is your then unstable and insoluble, that is, and there are unsoluble mangoes in the crate, then how many mangoes are there in the crate? So that what we have to find out, and this is your 31st question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. Let's go ahead with the question here. A crate of mangoes contains one bruised mango for every 30 mangoes in crate. If 3 out of every 4 bruised mangoes are considered unsellable, and there are there are 12 unsellable. So here in that same cases that what we have to talk about it, and that is unsellable mangoes in the crate. Then how many mangoes are there in the crate? So in the same case, let's go ahead with the solution for this as well. That is, let the total number of mangoes in the crate be X, then number of bruised mangoes equals to 1 upon 30 X. Number of unsellable mangoes equals to 3 by 4 into 1 upon 30 X. So what we'll do, 3 ones are 3, 3 tens are 30, 4 tens are 40. So that is your 1 upon 40 X here. So that is 1 upon 40 X equals to 1 upon 2, that is 12, or X equals to this 12, 40 will multiply by 20 here. So that is X equals to, and X remains itself, so 12 into 40, and 12 fours is your, that is 48, and this one 0, so that is 480. The answer will be 480 here. So with the same case, hence we can say that total number of mangoes in the crate equals to 480. Now we will be going ahead with the other question, that what we have to talk about it, and which is the 32th question of the session here as well. The question here is that a train starts full of passengers. At the first station, it drops 1/3 of the passengers and takes 280 more. At the second station, it drops 1/2 of the new total and takes 12 more. And that is that on arriving at the third station, it is found to have 48 passengers. Find the number of passengers in the beginning here. So that's what we have to find out, the number of passengers in the beginning. Let's go ahead with the question as well. So the question we have, a train starts full of passengers at the first station. It drops 1/3 of the passengers and takes 280 more. At the second station, it drops 1/2 of the new total and takes 12 more on arriving at the third station, it is found to have 248 passengers. Find the number of passengers in the beginning. So this is the question here. We'll have to solve it out. So let the number of passengers in the beginning be x. Let the number of passengers in the beginning be x. So after the first station, number of that passengers equals to total, the number of the beginning is x minus x by 3, total number by 1/3, क्योंकि उन्होंने यहाँ पे बोला at the first station it robs 1/3 of the passengers, so 1/3 is your total number by third, and plus 280. Okay, that further make it where that is the first station that it will make is your 2x upon 3 plus 280. Okay, then after that at the second station, after second station, number of passengers equals to 1/2 of 3, that is of 2x by 3. So we are in the same cases that we have, and that is of 2x by 3 and that plus 280. So 3 ones are 3 and 3 that we have, that is 280, not we will cancel it out, and that is it will equals to 1/2 2x by 3 plus 280 and plus 12. So we'll just solve it out. 1/2 2x by 3 plus 280 plus 12 equals to 248, which is further solve it out, that is 2x by 3 plus 280 equals to 2 into 236, then 2x upon 3 equals to 192, and that we have x equals to 192 into 3 by 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 9s are 18, and 2 6s are 12, and that is 96 3s are, and that we have, just go ahead, that the answer would be your 288. But for the persons, those who had not their background from the math side, so for them I will be doing it, so that they also get to know how you have to do and how you have to do it fast as well. So this is 3 6 is your 18, 8 यहाँ 1 carry, and that is 3 9s is your 27 plus 128, so 288. Okay, so इसीलिए मैंने directly इसको किया था like form like that, but those who don't belong to the math background, so for that sake I had done this. Okay, now we will be going ahead for the other one, that what we have to talk about it, which is another question here, and which is also an important one, and that is the 33rd question of the session, and let's go ahead with this as well. 33rd question of the session. The question states that if a square plus b square is equals to 117 and ab is equals to 54, then find the value of a plus b and a minus b. So no, not a problem, we will do that. If a square plus b square equals to 117 and ab is equals to 54, then find the value of a plus b, a minus b. So let's go ahead with that as well. A plus b square equals to a square, that what we know, b square plus 2ab, which is equals to, that we have a square. अगर हम बात करते हैं, they had told you about a square plus b square is 117. So a square plus b square के जगह पे हम लिख देंगे 117 plus 2, this is 2, ab दिया है वैल्यू, so ab is your 54, but 2 नहीं दिया था, 2 का मल्टीप्लाई नहीं दिया था, तो इसलिए we had done this, and this is equals to which what we have to find out. As you can see here, that is 117 and 254s are, and that is that we have is equals to 225, and for that sake we can say that a plus b is equals to 15. Now for the a minus b we will do it, and that is we have is a minus b square. इसका फॉर्मूला होता है a square plus b square minus 2ab, and for that a square plus b square they had given you 117 minus 2 into 54. यहाँ पे 2 मल्टीपल नहीं दिया, a b दिया हुआ, that is equals to 9. So we can say that a minus b equals to 3. Now for that sake we have a plus b and a minus b, जो कि अभी हम निकाल चुके हैं. a plus b is your 15 and a minus b is your 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. So the answer what we have is your 5. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question, which is your the 34th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it. In the same case, the question is find the value of, the question is 75983 into 75983 minus 45983 into 45983, and that is upon, that we have is your 3 1 2 3 4 zeros. Okay, so that what we have to solve it out. Let's go ahead with 34th question of the session, that is in terms of simplification only. Let's go ahead with that. So here the given expression, what we can say that this is a similar number, so we can just write it out 75983 square. We'll go ahead, 75983 square minus 45983 square upon 75983 minus 45983, then we'll get that is your 30,000. So in the same case we can say that here a square minus b square upon, that is a minus b, and here we can say that a is your 75983 and b is your 45983 here, so that will get it out as well. So let's go ahead with finding out a equals to 75983 and where b equals to 45983. Now we will be solving it out, and that we have as well, which is in the form of, that is in the same cases here, and that is equals to a plus b, a minus b upon a minus b. So this a minus b cancel, we'll find out a plus b, and which is equals to 75983 plus 45983, and that is equals to 3 plus 3, that is 6, 8 plus 8 is your that is 16, 6 यहाँ 1 carry, that 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 1 19, so 9 here, 1 carry, and that 5 10 plus 1 11, 1 यहाँ 1 carry, and 4 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 1, that is your 12. That is 12 will be the right answer. So that we have 1,21,966, that will be the right answer for this question here. Now we will go ahead with other question, which is your 35th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. Ahead with other question that what we have here, and that is your the 35th question of the session, that what we have to talk about it, which is your which we have is your 343 into 343 into 343 minus 113 into 113 into 113 upon, which is 343 into 343 plus 343 into 113 plus 113 into 113 as well. For the given expression here, that what its form is, that is a square, and that is a cube and b cube upon, that is a square plus ab plus b square, and that is equals to here with the question here, and that is what we have to discuss here, where a equals to 343 and b equals to 113. So for that sake, we have a minus b equals to 343 minus 113, and that is equals to 230 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, and which is the another, and that is your 36th question of the session here, and that what we have to talk about it. The questions we have is, village X has a populations of 68,000, which is decreasing at the rate of 1200 per year. Village Y has a population of 42,000, which is increasing at the rate of 800 per year. In how many years will the populations of the two villages be equals here? Go ahead here, that is your the village X has a population of 68,000, which is decreasing at the rate of 1200 per year. Village Y has population of 42,000, which is increasing at the rate of 800 per year. So in how many years will the populations of two villages be equal? That what we have to find out. And how many years will the population of the two villages be equal? That's what we have to find out here, and we'll go ahead with the solution for this as well. Let the population of village, that of villages X and Y be equal after P years, then 68,000 minus 1200 P equals to 42,000 plus 800 P. Okay, then after that 2000 p, that we subtract it out, 0 by 0 0 0, and 10 minus 2 is your, that is 0, no, 8 minus 2 is your that we will get 2, and out of it that we talk about it. So this is 68,000, this will go here, this will come here, and this will go here, so that will subtract it out, 0 0 0, 8 minus 2 is 2, and that will get 5, and 5 minus 1 that will get is your 2, so that will find it out. 2000 p minus, just will be minus, and it will go here to plus, that will 0 0 0 0, 8 plus 2 is your 10, 0 यहाँ 1 carry and 2, that is your 2000 p equals to, ये 68,000 है और ये वाला 42,000 इधर आएगा, 0 से 0 0 से 0, दिस इज प्लस, तो यहाँ माइनस हो जाएगा 0, then 8 minus 2 will get 6, and 6 minus 4 we will get 2, so we will get here, that is your 26,000. Okay, now we will go ahead and to find out the p value. यहाँ पे 1 2 3 1 2 3 जीरो से कैंसिल हो जाएंगे, 2 1s are 2 and 2 13s are 26, that means p equals to 13. So their population will be equal after, their population will be equal after 13 years. Okay, so how many years will the population be, the two villages be equal? So that is after the 13 years. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, and that is your 37th question of the session. The question we have, from a group of boys and girls, 15 girls leave, and there are then left 2 boys for each girl. After this, 45 boys leave, and there are then 5 girls for each boy. Find the number of girls in the beginning. That what we have to find out. So let's go ahead without any doubt. From a group of boys and girls, 15 girls leave, there are then left 2 boys for each girl. After this, 45 boys leave, there are then 5 girls for each boy. Find the number of girls in the beginning. So for that we have to solve it out here, and that is, let at present there be X boys, then number of girls at present equals to 5x. Before the boys here had left, that is, number of boys equals to x plus 45, and number of girls equals to 5x. So where x plus 45 equals to 2 into 5x, that is your, this will be x plus 45 and 2 into 5x, so 5 multiplied it, so that is will become 10x, and it will come here, so that will be minus x, so that is 9x, and this is 45, and this will be the remain same, and that is equals to 45. So 9 ones are 9 and 9 we have 45, that is your x equals to 5. 9 5s are 45. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now the number of, we'll find out, this is not the end, hence number of girls in the beginning equals to 5x plus 15. So 5x we have here is your 5, and that is equals to 5 in, that is your 5 into 5. We'll be going ahead, that is your which is equals to 5 into 5, and that is 5 into 5 plus 15. So that is equals to 5 5s are 25 plus 15, and that is equals to your 40 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question, that what we have to talk about it, and which is the another question here, and that we have to discuss, which is your the 38th question of the session. That is the another question of this we have. The question is, an employer pays rupees 20 for each day a worker works, and forfeits and rupees 3 for each day he is idle, and at the end of the 60 days a worker gets rupees 280, and for how many days did he work or remain idle? Let's go ahead for that as well. That is your the 38th question of the session, that what we have to discuss here. So the 38th question of the session, we have an employer pays rupees 20 for each day a worker works, and forfeits rupees 3 for each day he is idle. At the end of 60 here, and that is in the same cases here, and that at the end we can say that at the end of 60 days worker gets rupees 280 for how many days did the workers remain idle. That what we have to talk about it. So here for the session, that suppose the worker remain idle for X days. Suppose the worker remained idle for X days, then he worked for 60 minus X days, and that is 20. 60 minus X minus 3X equals to 280, which is equals to 1200 minus 223X, that is 20, that will multiply 6, so 6 to the 12, 1200 for this, and 20x, and minus minus plus, so minus 23x. Okay, 20 plus 3 is 23x is equals to 280. It will give 23x equals to this 1200 will come, this 280 will come here, and 1200 minus 280 will get your answer, that is your 920, and that is x equals to 23 ones are 23, and 23 40s, that is 920. 23 fours is 922, and that is your 0. So that is that 40 will be here. So the workers remained idle for 40 days. Workers remain idle for 40 days. Okay, so that is here that the workers remains idle for 40 days. So how you have to find out the values as well. Let's go ahead with other question which we have to talk about it. That is the 39th question of the session, and that is also an important one because that question has been asked in RBI examination paper, and which is your railway examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards your competition wise. So the question is, Kidan had 85 currency notes in all, some of which were of rupees 100 denominations and the remaining of the rupees 50 denomination. The total amount of these currency notes was rupees 5,000. How much amount did she have in denominations of rupees 50 here? And let's go ahead with that. So let's go ahead with that question as well. That we have is your 39th question of the session. 39th question of the session that we have is your Kiran had 85 currency notes in all, some of which were of rupees 100 denomination and the remaining of rupees 50 denomination. The total amount of all these currency note was rupees 5,000. How much amount did she have in the denomination of rupees 50? This has been asked in RBI examination paper, that what we have to talk about it. Let's go ahead for that as well. So here we have, let the number of 50 rupee note be X, then the number of 100 rupee notes equals to 85 minus X. This has, as I told you, this has been asked in your RBI examination paper, and that is also an important one, so that is you have to consider about it. Here we have 50X plus 100, 85 minus X, which is equals to 5,000. That is X plus 2, 35 minus X, equals to 100. That is also equals to x equals to 70. Now for that we'll put the value required amount equals to rupees 50 into 70. 7 5s is your 35 and 2 zeros, so that is rupees 3500. Okay, now we will be going ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, and which is also and very important. So with the same case, as I told you, when an amount was distributed among the 14 boys, each of them get rupees 80 more than that of the amount that by the boy, and when the same amount is distributed equally among the 18 boys, what was the amount here? That has been the very important question, because this has been asked in SBI PO question paper. So let's go ahead with the question as well, that we have the 40th question of the session. When an amount was distributed among 14 boys, of them got rupees 80 more than the amount received by each boy when the same amount is distributed equally among 18 boys. What was the amount? So as I told you, this has been the question which has been asked in the SBI PO question paper, which is also an important paper respect towards the competition wise for the bank sector. Let's go ahead for the solution as well. Let's go ahead with the solution for this as well, that we have, let the total amount be rupees x, then x upon 14 minus x upon 18 equals to 80, which is equals to 2x upon 126, and take an LCM. That is your here with the sake that is equals to 80 degree, and in the same case x upon 63 will cancel it out. That is your 2 6 are 12, and that is that we have 2 3s are 6 here, and that is equals to 80 degree, and which is further continue, and that is equals to x equals to 63 into 80. So 8 3s are 24, 4 यहाँ 2 carry, and 8 6 is 48, and that is we'll have add 2, so that is 50. So 5040, that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll be going ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, which is your the 41st question of the session here. In this, that the question is, Mr. Bhaskar is on tour and he has rupees 360 for his expenses. If he exceeds his tour for 4 days, so he must cut down his daily expenses by rupees 3. For how many days is Mr. Bhaskar on tour? So let's go ahead with the question here. Mr. Bhaskar is on tour and he has rupees 360 for his expenses. if he exceeds his tour by 4 days, he must cut down his daily expenses by ₹3 for how many days is Mr. Bhaskar on tour? So that what we have to talk about it. For that, suppose Mr. Bhaskar is on tour will be X days. Mr. Bhaskar is on tour for X days. Thus, 360 upon x minus 360 upon x plus 4 equals to 3, and that is equals to 1 upon x minus 1 upon x plus 4 is equals to 1 upon 120, and that is equals to x plus 4 equals to 4 into 120. It will go here, and then after that it will be equals to 480. Okay, so we can say that which will form x square plus 4x minus 480 equals to 0. We'll take it here, as here only in the left hand side, and that it will make it just equals to x plus 24 when we'll break it out, and that is the other we have is your x minus 20 equals to 0. So when x plus 24 will open it out, so it will give x equals to minus 24. That cannot be the possible. Okay, a number of days would not be in the negative sign, so x minus 20 will open, then we'll get x equals to 20. So that will be the right answer. So the day we have is your x equals to 20 here. So the Mr. Bhaskar is on tour for 20 days. Mr. Bhaskar is on tour for 20 days. Now we will be going ahead with the question, another question, that is your 43rd question of the session here. The question is 2 pens and 3 pencils cost ₹86. 4 pens and a pencil cost ₹112. Find the cost of the pen and that of the pencil. This has been asked in the bank PO question paper as well, so let's go ahead with that as well. So 2 pens and 3 pencils cost ₹86. 4 pens and a pencil cost ₹112. Find the cost of a pen and that of a pencil, which has been asked in bank PO question paper, and that is also important paper respect towards the competition wise as well as for the bank sector as well. Let's go ahead with the solution for this. So let's go ahead with the solution for this as well, and let the cost of the pen and a pencil be x and y respectively. Cost of pen and that of pencil be ₹x and y respectively. Then 2x plus 3y equals to 86. This is the first forming equation. 4x plus y equals to 112. This is the second equation. Solving the first and 2, that will get is your x equals to 25 and y equals to 12, and for that the cost of pen is equals to rupees 25 and cost of pencil equals to rupees 12. That will be the answer here for this question, as that is important because this has been asked in the bank PO question paper, so that is also an important questions here. Now we will be going ahead with the other question that what we have to talk about it, which is your 44th question of the session. That the 44th question of the session we have: Arun and Sajal are friends. Each has some money. If Arun gives rupees 30 to Sajal, then Sajal will have twice the money left with Arun. But if Sajal gives rupees 10 to Arun, then Arun will have thrice as much as is left by Sajal. How many money does each have? That's what we have to find out. We'll go ahead with the question first. Arun and Sajal. So Arun and Sajal are friends. Each has some money. If Arun gives rupees 30 to Sajal, then Sajal will have there, that is the Sajal here, and in the same cases, that is then the Sajal will have twice the money left with Arun. But if Sajal gives rupees 10 to Arun, then Arun will have thrice as much as is left with Sajal. How much money does each have? That's what we have to solve it out here. So in the same cases, suppose Arun has rupees X and Sajal have rupees Y. Arun has rupees X and Sajal has rupees Y. Then 2x minus 30 equals to y plus 10, that is equals to 2. 2x minus y equals to 90 degree. This will be the first equation. X plus 10 equals to 3y minus 10 equals to x minus 3y equals to minus 40. Second equation. Solving 1 and 2, we will be getting as x equals to that is your 62 and yes, y equals to 34. So Arun has rupees 62 and Sajal has rupees 34 here. So that is the answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question that what we have to talk about it, and that is the another one is your 45th question of the session here. The 45th question of the session that what we have to discuss: in a caravan, in addition to 50 hens, there are 45 goats and 8 camels with some keepers, and if the total numbers of feet be 224 more than the number of the heads, find the number of the keepers here. Let's go ahead. In a caravan, in addition to 50 hens, there are 45 goats and 8 camels with some keepers. If the total number of feet be 224 more than the number of heads, find the number of keepers. So here let the number of keepers be x, then total number of heads equals to 50 plus 45 plus 8 plus x, and that is equals to 103 plus x. Total number of feet equals to 45 plus 8 into 4 plus 50 plus x into 2, that is equals to 312 plus 2x. So therefore 312 plus 2x minus 103 plus x equals to 224, and that is equals to x equals to 15. So the number of keepers equals to 15 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead with other one, that what we have to talk about it, and which is the another one as well. So that is the 46th question of the session here. The question we have that I will be giving you here as an option as well. So this is your 46th question. In the same case, the question is that is 100 plus 50 into 2. 100 plus 50 into 2. As I told you about the BODMAS rules as well, so you have to consider about that as well. This has been the question which is very important, because this has been asked in bank PO question paper. That is also an important paper respect towards the competition wise here. The options for this we have is your, that is your 75, 150, 200 and 300, or none of these, and that we have to solve it out accordingly. And according to that, when we are going ahead with the solution, we have to consider about it, what is the BODMAS rule and how we have to implement, the brackets, how we have to implement the one equilibrium, and how we have to implement the BODMAS here. So for that sake, let's go ahead with the solution. For the given expressions we have is your 100 प्लस, अब यहाँ पे BODMAS में सबसे पहले जो आता है वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन आता है, तब एडिशन आता है. तो 50 2 is your 100. So 100 plus 100 will be equals to the 200. So that is the answer which we have is your, that is your 200 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other question, that is the 47th question of the session here. And the questions we have is your 3080, and that is your plus 6160, that is divided by 28, and that we have here which is equals to, we have to find out this one. And this has been also an important question because it has been asked in BSRB examination paper. That is also important one. Options for this we have 320, 440, 3320, 3350, and none of these. And for that sake we have to answer it out. For the given expressions we have, first BODMAS में अगर हम बात करते हैं तो बॉडमास में हमें सबसे पहले डिविजन करना होता है, बट देयर आर द टू, देयर इज़ अ ब्रैकेट इनसाइड इट, सो फर्स्ट we'll solve bracket and then after that we'll do the solution for the division here. So we'll add in on 0 plus 0 is your 0 and 8 plus 6 is your 14, 4 यहाँ 1 carry, 1 plus 1 is your 2, and of course 6 plus 3 is 9. So 9240 will be divided by 28 and that is equals to 330. So the answer will be your 330 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with the 48th question of the session that we have. The question is 5004 is that has been divided into 139 minus 6 equals to the question mark, and this has been the important question which has been asked in RBI examination paper, Reserve Bank of India, and that is of very important for the banking competition paper, and as well as for all the options we have 24, 30, 36, 42 and none of these, and for that sake we have to solve it out here for the given expression. That will go ahead 5004 upon 139 minus 6, and that is equals to 1 will cancel it out, it will be 36. So 36 minus 3, that side 6, and that is 36 minus 6, that we have your answer, that is your the 30 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with other questions as well, that is on the same basis that we have on simplification here, and which is your the 49th question of the session here. The question is 7500 and that is your that being classed 1250 and divided by that we have is your 50, which is equals to the question mark. The options for this we have is your 175, 300, 6006, that's 6575, 7525, and the E option is none of these, and for that sake we have to solve it out. For this we have 7500 plus 25 when we will divide it out, and that will be equals to 7525. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with the other question that what we have to talk about it, which is the 50th question of the session, and that is the last question of the session that will deal with it, and that is the 50 question that we have is 8, that is your 8 is divided by 88 and multiplied 8, 8, 8, 8 is 0, 8 and 8, okay, and that is equals to what we have to find out the solution. This has been asked in SSC examination paper, so that is also an important one in reference towards it, and the options for this we have 808008, 808080, 808088 and 800888. So let's go ahead for the solution as well, and for that we have for the given expression that they had told you about 8 upon 88 into 8888 4 times 8 088, and that is equals to, as you know, 8 ones are 8, 8 11s are 88, so it will be equals to 1 upon 11 into 888088, and when we'll cancel it out here, and that will be here for the sake that will cancel out from the table of 11, and that will be having as your 808008 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will end up here, and in the next coming class we will deal with the next many more questions as well, and which is also an important one in reference towards it if I am talking about as well. So you can just go ahead and you can just stay tuned with us as well, and because we are dealing with many more questions here. Other than that, अगर मैं बात करती हूँ, so what we are dealing is we had completed the sociology questions here. Sociology full subject we had completed, many more subject we had completed, and now we are dealing with the DTBMS, that is your database management system. Other than that, we are dealing with the chemistry for the class 12, and for that we are dealing with the NCRT as well, and other than that we are dealing with the software engineering, where we had completed unit 1 and we had started with unit 2. Other than that, we are dealing with the reasoning, where we had completed the verbal reasoning, which is general mental ability, and the logic reasoning. And in the non-verbal reasoning we had started with, which we had done, is your third topic we are dealing with. The series we had completed more than 1,000 questions. The analogy we had completed, and that is